Joe Biden gave a great speech about unity during his inauguration last week, but the public wants results, not feel-good talking points. As this thing goes on, what is your take on what's happening with that administration?
Okay, what are we? We're exactly a week in at this point. We've seen some positives. Just Tuesday morning, he came out with the executive order reducing the military surplus equipment going to police officers. So that's a good first step. He's been pretty good with COVID so far with his executive orders, the mask mandates, trying to reopen schools in 100 days. That, to me, is not feasible at all. We're not there yet. But he's got such a low bar. And I think that's part of the problem. Just because Trump was so bad, we can't just accept the bare minimum from him.
Well, that's part of it, isn't it? You got liberals who said, look, all we had to do was beat Trump. That's all. That's it. Now you can pack the cabinet with whatever disgusting Wall Streeters you want. You can ignore your promise about climate change. You can keep us in a war in Yemen. You can turn up the war in Syria. We don't care because Trump is gone. Here's the danger. If they don't pay attention these first 2 years, they don't solve the vaccine problem. They spend time going after Trump for trying to impeach him.
Right.
What a waste of time. Here's what they've got. They could confirm new appointments to the board. They can confirm new judges, which Obama failed to do and Trump didn't. They can really focus on climate change. Most progressives, the only thing they really adored where it came to real policy with this guy was climate change.
Yep.
So he needs to pay attention to that. And so the whole point is this. If they squander this time doing stuff they should not be paying attention to, this I hate Trump thing, if it obsesses them to the point to where they avoid policy, they're really going to hurt themselves these first 2 years. Look, can I tell you something? In my personal opinion, if all Biden does is makes major inroads into climate change, he's done, it's a legacy for him.
Yeah.
It's an important legacy for Joe Biden, and he'll be remembered as a truly great president. That was his big talking point. If he gets away from it, he's in trouble. If you look at the appointments he's making on the, to the cabinet, it's pretty scary.
Right. I mean, most of the people he's putting in there, not anybody to ever feel optimistic about. With the impeachment trial, that is something that is definitely happening. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with it. You can't drag it out, I think, more than a week. Then you're really going to hurt yourself on that. But you're right. If he can get the handle on the vaccines, because that is major, and he inherited a horrid mess with that.
Yeah.
You've got to get people inoculated. You get people back to work. But then pay attention to the polls. We have gone, 20 years now with presidents saying, well, I don't look at polls. You have to look at the polls and pay attention to what people want.
Farron, thank you for joining us. Okay.
Thank you.